Hey Matt, let's talk about your essay. I think that overall it's a very strong essay. There are some things that I want to discuss, so let's move on and discuss those. Your intro is good until you get down here to your thesis. So I had to go back and look at your body paragraphs to see, where it was fitting in your intro, and it looks to me that you put your A in one sentence and then your B and C in your next sentence, and so it makes your thesis just a little bit confusing. So I would say something like, going through Hurricane Katrina made me realize that I take things for granted, comma, showed me what was really important in my life, comma, and it showed me the strength of my community. And so how it is, and I know we talked about it, and I know that is what you're talking about, just in your thesis, a little bit hard to follow. Let's go down to this paragraph here. The first thing the hurricane changed in my life was how I took a lot for granted back then. A little bit wordy. You have some wordy sentences. The first thing the hurricane showed me was how much I took for granted. The next sentence, I was quite young, so I didn't know any better how quickly things could be taken away. I was very young and didn't realize how fast we could lose things. We could lose our home. We could lose our possessions. So just several sentences that were wordy. Then you get down to talking about your friend and you elaborate on that. And then, so I thought that you could have, and we talked about, putting him in there, and that is a good example. But if you're going to focus just on friends, you might have wanted to focus that whole paragraph, because you're saying you took things, meaning everything, for granted, but then you only focus on your friends. So that doesn't mean other things. So, I would have your topic sentence, which then in turn would change your thesis. The first thing hurricane changed in my life was how I view my friends. I lost contact with my friend Liam, who was my best friend while I was younger. We haven't spoken since I was, since then. And, I miss him very much. And therefore, now it's hard for me to get close to other friends because I'm afraid of losing them. I never realized that I took my friends for granted until the hurricane. So I thought you could have used a little bit of a tighter focus here. So another example of a wordy sentence, you don't really want to lose anyone else close to me ever again. You just didn't want to lose anyone again. So several wordy sentences, a good transition. Look how long this sentence is. It spans 3 lines long, so just really wordy. This paragraph is a lot longer than the other one. You want them balanced out. This one, you say it's the view. Let me see what your thesis says. Granted, realize what is and was not important. So down here, a lot of this is very story-like, and you're talking about things that are and are not important, and you do that a little bit, but you could have elaborated more on that and not been so story-like, in just wordy sentences. The final thing, see how short this paragraph is. You've already, let's see. Could have just used more. And again, look how long this sentence is here. Well, all that. It's just really wordy. I take it back from here. So both of my neighbors were close to my family, so we helped each other out with getting packed to go somewhere safe to wait it out. Being close with my neighbors, comma, we helped each other out to be safe, to stay safe throughout the storm. And let's see. Overall, this one is not as strong as your first one, but that does not mean that this one is bad. So I'd say the main thing here is your thesis, just a little bit confusing, and then just some wordy sentences is really the main thing. So I have no concerns about you in my class. You're doing very well, and I hope this helps.